Welcome back to another episode of Not for the Weak-Minded. This is just another quick observation that I've made when I went back and looked at another image. So I took two images of her taking a seat, and I've already showed you the first image with this woman in it that got what looks like really dark red eyes, grey skin, and what looks like a horn coming out of her head. So the next image, again, I'm just gonna go to the next image, and another person appears behind her. So let's take another closer look. We see, when we zoom in over here first, that a lot of these people look very normal. Normal, you know, the kids look normal, the Queen doesn't. That kid, you know, you can see that it looks normal. That guy over there definitely looks a bit odd, very strange. Now, I've seen things with Obama, Secret Service, and other things that there is definitely a reptilian presence within the monarchies, within the hierarchy. And there was a security guard that, well, it shapeshifted. In fact, I'll put that video on later on. I'll put it on my channel. I'll download it and I'll just put it on. So there, you see that certain things, when you look closer and you slow things down or you take snapshots, show you things aren't quite what they seem. That your eyes can be deceived very easily to make these things look very normal. Now, what you actually see, again, is that the horn is definitely more predominant in this image than the last, and that this person has come into the scene behind her. Him, it, whatever it is, these things are not human. They are most definitely demonic beings or shape-shifting reptilians using technology. One or the other, or both. It's that confusing, our world, and there's many things to consider about it. Now, unfortunately, when you see this visual evidence, it must make you question everything. It must make you go, hang on a minute, everything that I thought conspiracy about aliens, about this world, it might not be. And therefore you must look deeper and further into things, and you, in all honesty, don't actually have to do that. I'm pointing you to the core principles which you can build a foundation upon of truth. That is literally, the cosmological principles are false, that, you know, we have a look, technological sun and Earth orbit, that geological time is false, because petrification it doesn't take millions of years, and that we're living on the time of the giants and the titans, etc. History today is a lie because the Catholic Church covered it up, with the Templars today controlling the narrative, and ancient history has been whitewashed as well, because they don't really want you to know the truth about the 1,000 years of peace and prosperity, and that, you know, at one point these things was not on the earth, but that they were in the underworld, and that today, unfortunately, they are out and they rule us. So their time is running out to rule over us, because we're all awakening because of the stars. But your time's also running out to realize that if you've been sinning in this world, you must repent for your actions, as you will not make it to the higher level of consciousness after it, because you'll end up going to hell. Even worse still is that if you continually believe the narrative and trust these demons on the television to do with technologies, when it's designed by them for a sinister purpose to control you, then you will lose your soul. You know, you cannot lose your soul in death. Energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transferred. And you need to know how you yourself relate to technologies, and how that knowledge can be used against you today, because it is. Every single thing and bit about the knowledge of our own existence is being used against you, while you walk around it in la la land, thinking that the earth spins, thinking, you know, that it's billions of years old, all the narrative, because they've done a number on your mind. Once you realize that, you'll begin your journey, your process, yourselves. So one last look. Disfigured man that looks like a woman, and a grey being with a horn in its head that's got proper dark eyes. That I saw the clip again, and they look human, but they're not. This snapshot proves it. So sodomites are men that are dressed as females, let's call it, that like to, you know, bug our boys. That's what it is. Today they are here again today to destroy us morally. They have corrupted our civilization, and everyone now is dependent upon these beings, institutions that are poisoning you every day, while you believe them that they have your self-interest of preservation, when for the last, you know, 4 or 5 decades things have got progressively worse because they've lied to you. So one last look at the Queen. There you go. Does that look human to you? I don't think so. Please share this very important visual information, like and subscribe, because I've got much more to do with this topic.